Hi everyone, my name is Dutchy, and welcome to Dutch Diaries, where we have my mediocre footage in the background and my shitty commentary in the foreground. These are kind of just old-style commentary type videos where I can just kind of get my thoughts out there and don't really have to worry about making a long-ass video like I am currently, which has been taking months of me making it. I don't know when it's gonna be out. I would like it to be out before the end of the year, but knowing me and all the shit that I have to do besides making that video, I highly doubt that I will be able to get it out before the end of the year. So anyways, on this episode, I really want to talk about Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is near and dear to my heart, and it means a lot to me because it's one of the video games I grew up with, aside from Halo and Minecraft. I love Call of Duty to death, but I've got to be completely honest, the past 6 years of Call of Duty have been a shit show. I've either tried them and hated them, or just not tried them at all because it doesn't look like a good product. I'd say out of the past few that I've played, I think I've played World at War 2, and then I played Black Ops 4. And then I did play Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, and Ghost for a little bit, but other than that, I haven't played a Call of Duty game, and especially one that I haven't enjoyed in a very long time. However, that all changed this year when the little girl in me saw Modern Warfare and was really excited because I remember the days of COD 4. Granted, I was a itty-bitty tiny little girl, but I still remember those days really fondly just because it was my first introduction to Call of Duty, and especially the world of Call of Duty multiplayer and shit-talking and all of the good stuff like that. So when I saw that they were rebooting Modern Warfare, I was actually kind of excited. I really wanted to see what they were doing, and then I decided, you know what, I don't want to pre-order it or anything like that. I'm a bit smarter with my money than I was when I was younger, and I waited. And I waited. And things started to look a little grim. Before I bought it, everyone was just kind of shit-talking the game. They were really putting it down, and I was kind of worried because I was like, shit, no one likes it. And I was really worried, and yet my dumbass still decided in the end to buy the game. So here I am. I don't know how many hours I am into the game. I'm not even max rank yet. I'm only level 36. Hopefully I will eventually play to max rank with hopefully all the updates that they'll be putting out, or I hope that they fix the problems with the game currently, because if they do, then I am a guaranteed player that will come around and just play this game and have fun. If they don't, I will easily say that this is not a game that I will be playing for much longer. However, I just want to say Modern Warfare isn't bad. It's just okay. I don't know why everyone is just completely shit-talking this game to hell and back. It's honestly not that bad of a game. It has a lot of good qualities to it. It just has flaws that really, really bring it down to such a low point, to the point where it's just kind of disappointing and kind of stupid that they made such easy mistakes in this game. A lot of my problems with the game are the same problems that a lot of other people are having. For example, the M4, the 7.25, and the Claymores are still ridiculous. They still have not addressed it in any way, shape, or form. They've put out, I think, is this going to be the second patch they're doing now, where they're trying to nerf the 7.25, and they've done nothing with the M4? They're more worried about footsteps, which kind of aggravates me. That's another thing too. The footsteps were so loud before that it was engagements weren't even engagements anymore. You would turn, hear someone coming, and then just pre-fire them. It wasn't even an engagement. It was just, they're here, shoot them. Dead. I have to say, my least favorite thing about this Call of Duty game has to, without a doubt, be the maps. The maps are by far the worst part about this game. Every time I get Piccadilly, I have a strong urge to just delete the game. Every time it comes up. Piccadilly, I think, has to be one of the worst maps Infinity Ward has ever made. Ever. out of all the maps they've made, and they made Ghosts, and that game was just a disaster of maps. But no, the maps in this game, they decided we're not going to do the 3-lane map structure for some reason, and then they continued to make maps like Piccadilly, and then it pisses me off because they made a new map called Shoot House, which is a classic like close quarters 3-lane map. That's what they made, and it's actually good. Like, it's a fun map. I do have to say that it does have some spawn issues, but you know, those can be fixed. The maps like Piccadilly, they can't be fixed. There are other bad maps as well. Everyone says Gunrunner is really good, but I hate Gunrunner with a passion. I can't say that I have I can say I have a favorite map in the game. My favorite map in the game would have to be Arklov Pass, I think it's called. It's like a large TDM or large domination map, and I think that's probably the most fun that I've had in this game is that map. Hackney Yard isn't too awful, and Azure Cave isn't that bad either, but almost like Ramaza, that map is just a pain in the ass to play on because people just camp in those buildings with M4s, and it's just like, why even go to the middle of the map? It's just pointless. You know, I want to say, Euphrates Bridge. There's another map. Euphrates Bridge is such a spawn camp fest. It's astounding. Like, you can spawn camp on either fucking side. As soon as someone gets B and they hold it, especially if you are on the A side and you spawn A side, you can spawn camp C like there is no problem in the fucking world. It's just such a bad map. Here's the thing, I can't really say anything for Ground War. I haven't really tried out Ground War. I've heard it's not that bad. It's basically just Call of Duty Battlefield, essentially, which I don't have a problem with. I just haven't had any interest in trying it out. From what I've seen, it's not that bad. It's just, Call of Duty Battlefield, and I really just like Call of Duty as Call of Duty and not Call of Duty as Battlefield. But if people are enjoying Ground War, then that's good. It's at least something they're enjoying in this game. I haven't tried Spec Ops, mainly because all of the shit that I've seen with Spec Ops is god awful. Like, it's just not a good... I don't even know why they added it in, and they didn't do just like a Battle Royale mode instead of Spec Ops. Because Spec Ops, it's broken. It's hard for no reason, and it's just boring as all hell. Speaking of boring as all hell, let's talk about the progression system in this game. Getting calling cards and emblems in this game is so disappointing. Like, there's no, good calling cards in this game. There's no, good emblems. There's a lot less of them, too, and it's just boring, and you have to select a mission and go through multiple phases of that mission to get something good out of it, and it's just kind of, sad, because Infinity Ward has done a great job before with doing progression system stuff and calling cards and emblems and customization. They've done great with it before, but this time it's bad. With that being said, I don't think the game is entirely bad. I definitely think there's some good parts of the game. Like I said, Arklov Pass is probably my favorite map of the bunch. The guns in this game are fantastic. Everything sounds great. The campaign is fantastic. The graphics, the sound design, everything that you don't pay a whole lot of attention to is fantastic, and they've done a great job with it. But the things that you do pay attention to, like the maps and all that, it's just a glaring, simple flaw that they've made to a Call of Duty game, and it's really disappointing because at this point it's like everyone in the Call of Duty community knows what they want. It's like they almost reach what we want, and then they fail on everything else, and they want to bring innovation and do new things, and we're like, no, we don't want that, or we don't need that innovation, or they innovate things that didn't need to be innovated, and they just make things worse, and it's just kind of frustrating. I'm not gonna lie, I miss the old days of little girl me playing Black Ops 2 and just having the time of my life, or playing Modern Warfare 3, or MW2, or COD 4, Black Ops 1, and just having fun, just running around and gunning. But in this game, it's just such a camp fest, and there's so many problems. Like, the lighting makes it so hard to see characters in this game. I don't know why they don't add it where you can easily tell that this is an enemy, and like they did in Black Ops 4 where they had like the red lights on them. I don't understand, like, such simple issues and simple flaws. They're having a hard time just being like, oh, well, we have to focus on the sound of footsteps, and you're just like, yeah, but there's other small glaring issues that really should be addressed, like ghost bullets, like I said, the lighting, the maps, there's just so many other things that they should be working on to give a better quality of life to the gamers that they're just not doing, and it's kind of frustrating. So that's really all I have for this diary entry. They're just supposed to be kind of short little, give my little ranting thoughts, and that's really all they're supposed to be. So I hope you enjoyed. I don't know what the next one will be on. They just kind of come up and go, and I just kind of make up the episodes as I go along. So I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice night, everyone.